The first one is the growth of supermarkets and their power. They're starting to take over all hemispheres, not just the traditional markets in Europe and the US. And they are absolutely critical to our future because more and more consumers will be driven to supermarkets to buy their products. It gives us huge opportunities to introduce new products. It improves potentially the quality of the products we send there because they are better managed in cold chain by supermarkets with their distribution centres and so forth than in wet markets and so forth. So we have to see the growth of supermarkets as an opportunity to offer the consumer a better product rather than a problem for our businesses. So the other major trend that we're all trying to deal with is this whole business around offering safe food and sustainable production, ethical production, and low residues and food scares and so forth, which move amongst consumers because of the internet with such speed that we have to deal with ways to manage those problems as industries, because sooner or later we're all going to be victims of one. We can have the best systems in place in the world, but we're still going to have to deal with those sorts of things from time to time. So we better have a plan in place. The traditional markets of Europe, the UK and the US are shrinking because consumption is shrinking and their own production is lasting much longer into the window that we used to supply. So we've had to look for new markets, and luckily for us, new markets have arisen because of the increasing economic wealth that exists in places like Asia, but not just Asia. It's happening in pockets of Africa and South America as well. So there are opportunities for us in other continents other than the traditional ones that we've supplied, which will be our future. And in many of those markets, consumption is actually much lower than it is in Europe. So with increasing wealth, there's significant opportunities to grow consumption of apples in some of these new markets as well.